Hello, right, so we are on to table 12. Now, when I did the 10th review, which was of Epic Quest, I mentioned that it's one of two tables that combines pinball with RPGs, which is a combination that you can't really imagine working very well, and yet Epic Quest does combine the two really well. However, second time they had a go at it, which is much more recently, it serves as a shining example of it not going well at all. So what we are doing is Skyrim. This is from the Bethesda table pack, which contains, as well as Skyrim, it has Doom and Fallout. This is quite a recent release. The only table they brought out after this set was the Rogue Squadron Star Wars table, which I have now got, so I do now have all 70 tables. So there's no pre-reset scores because obviously the scores have already been, well, the reset had already been done long before this table was released. So my best at the moment is 30,262,586, which I got very recently, i.e. about half hour ago. So here are the local high scores, and yes, it does indeed show that I have played this table all of 4 times. So anyway, let's load it up and
Skyrim.
Let's give it the once over. Taking its fucking time loading. There we go. Now, graphically it's fine. Same with the audio. The audio's fine, and the table layout is actually fine. The biggest problem with the table layout is, as is so often the case with the newer Pinball FX2 tables. In fact, that's not right. It's, as always is the case with new Pinball FX2 tables, the fucking side bumpers are far too powerful and I fucking hate them. So we'll get a game underway, and you'll notice it will say continue your level 4 human mage character. Yes, you do actually roll up a character at the start of the game, but you can use the same one, you know, in subsequent goes. So I will use the same character. Right, so launch the ball. Skill shot has a lot of luck involved in it. So anyway, let's into the watchtower. Alright, okay, so we can now start the main quest by entering the cave.
Hero thinks you can be of use to help in the research into the dragons. Go find the Dragonstone in Bleak Falls Barrow.
So you have to hit the 6 of the flashing lanes. So I've hit 3 of them, and that looked like it was going straight out. Right, 4, 1 more to get. Ah, fuck hell. Right, there we go. So now we have the bandit that's appeared. So need to hit it a few times. I'm really hoping I am going to be able to explain this one quite well, but to be honest, it's fucking difficult to explain because there are a lot of extremely strange aspects to this table that are thankfully not in any of the others.
Skill increased.
So I've just taken a hit, but I am also doing some damage to that bandit there. So he doesn't have much health left. There we go, got him.
Skill increased.
Right, so I've got level up. I'm now level 5, so I'll add an attribute to my magicka. I haven't killed the bandit yet, but his health is quite low. That hopefully will kill him. Yes, it has. So you can see that for the most part at the moment it plays like any regular pinball table. But what I will do is try and get the ball somewhere safe, and then I will show you part of the role-playing content. I mean, the way you have already seen some, that combat there. Right, so holding down the launch button brings up your inventory. So you can go through your weapons. You can change your weapons if you like. I am currently using, actually I'm not using anything because I am actually using magic, but I mean you can press fire, we can either equip it or drop this long iron sword I'm using here, or cancel. So we'll equip the iron sword. Alright, so hold down the two flippers together to go back, and now I change apparel. Well, I've got ragged robes or iron armour. Now I'm already in the iron armour, so I don't need to change anything here. Potions, well I only have that one potion, but if I select it, it means that I will use it right now, which I don't want to do, so we'll go back there. Now magic I want to use, so we will select the flames. This does 8 damage, costs 14 magicka to use. So I'll equip that, there we go. So that's what I was using in that combat against that bandit. Then there's my skills. So we'll have a look at smithing, and my smithing level is 15, which means I can smith iron. Once I reach level 20 I can smith steel, 40 will do orcish, and so on and so on. But I can't do anything else with those. Then there's armours, what kind of armours I can wear, and we'll go back again at blocking, how much blocking I can do, and my melee combat, archery, sneaking. I'm not a thief, so you know I'm not likely to be able to do much sneaking. Lock picking, back. And magic, well I am a mage or a magic user of some kind, so I can do this. So there we go. I can cast I'm on to level 28, so 2 more levels and then I can cast apprentice spells. At the moment I can only do novice spells. Back to smithing again. So there you go, skills now. Miscellaneous, these are all other items I've got, so lockpick, iron ingot, refined moonstone, ebony ingot, diamond. I've actually got 2 lockpicks. And all this. This is a pinball game. Right, so I go out there, we'll go back to actually playing.
Grab anything useful, and let's go.
Right, so okay, I've picked up 7 and gold, so yeah, I'll grab everything here. Another lockpick, garnet, longbow, hide armor, amulet of health I'll use, steel arrows. Right, so now I need to access the inventory again. Now, does that... Yes, amulet health there. Right, I want to equip that. And that's it, right. Right. Now we can actually go back to playing the actual game. You may start to get an idea as to what I mean by combining the role-playing elements, but it doesn't work. It could not be any more intrusive. I thought that was going straight out.
Be careful with these too many-eyed creatures. Defeat the spider!
I think that was a ball lock there. Yeah, now because of some magical ability or something, the ball is moving very slowly. But if you hold down the flipper, having
skill increased.
Right, let's I can now join a faction. I think yeah, it was the Thieves Guild. I always go for higher score for opening chests. Well, anyway, I've killed the spider, but yeah, you'll notice just below the two main flippers there are these two bars. The turquoise one I think is your experience points when that gets to the end you go up a level, but above it is a yellow bar, and when you are attacking something, when you use the flipper, if you hold the flipper button down, that bar goes up. I think that is how hard or you hit the target. It may only work for melee, because I'm using magic, it doesn't seem to make any difference. Straight down the middle. But you know, part of the appeal of pinball is that although, you know, the table layouts can be quite complicated and therefore, you know, it can take a lot to actually master them, it is ultimately very simple to play.
Shot.
Which brings up the obvious question, why on earth did they then add all of this role-playing game element to it, which is, I always start the main quest purely because you get 1,000,000 points for doing so. So I have to hit the flashing lanes. One of them is so bloody easy to hit and I keep fucking missing it. It's that, right. So now the okay, I can hit that middle one again. I don't want to join a different fucking guild. Just want the one that I was already with. Where's it fucking gone? It's not letting me select it. I'm not wearing light armour, so higher scores for fleeing in battles. Don't really want to flee. Higher scores for melee attacks. I'm not using melee. Raised bumper and spinner scores. Fuck it, I'll have that one. Oh, trying to control the ball, but it was moving too fucking fast. So I completely wasted that one. But yeah, the simplicity factor of pinball has just gone out the window. Why? You have a side quest, you must deliver a necklace. You have to save the people and defeat the dragon. Let's do this one. So again, it's flashing lanes. Alright, there's one. Well, it says hit as flashing lanes, which I'm doing, but it's not, they're not disappearing. And yeah, why add this role-playing element? And of course, ultimately, doing all of that role-playing stuff doesn't make any difference. You still lose a life when the ball goes, you know, out of play. No matter how buff the character might be. So, you know, why is it there? It does feel like it's been tacked on. It feels, oh, fucking not again.
Try again in your next life.
Fuck off. 22.9 million. I had something like 18 million after one life. That's a typical fucking Pinball FX2 game. So I'll have one more go. So now I'm level 5, so I'll carry on with this character.
Skill shot.
But it would appear that if you carry on with the same character, the game then carries on from the point of the adventure that you were at
The Jarl thinks you
when
can
you
be
lost
of use
your
to help in the research into the dragons.
third ball
Go
of the
find
previous
the
game.
Dragonstone and Bleak Falls Barrow.
So I've got to hit 6 flashing lanes again. Hit 2, 3. I thought that was going out. 4. Normally I hit 5 and then lose the ball. 5. So one more, which means, there you go, straight out. Oh, okay, thankfully I got the, it won't make any difference, I'll still, won't complete this one. Okay, yes I did. So now up comes Mr. Bandit. But I mean, the most frustrating thing about it is that, apart from, you know, the overpowered fucking bumpers, the layout of the table is actually not bad. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted
Level
to...
up. Skill increased. You gained a new ability.
Yeah, put it in the Magica. So I guess if you wanted to play it as a regular pinball table, I don't see why you couldn't do it. But then, because that is possible, you can just play it like any old pinball table, then why put the role-playing stuff in it in the first place? Why couldn't they have just done a pinball table and leave it at that? I really need to find stuff that I can, or some way of selling all this gear I'm carrying for what it's worth. I mean,
be careful with these too many-eyed creatures.
Does it really make any difference? Well, so far, no, it hasn't made any difference at all. Like I defeated that spider. Straight fucking between them. So 14.8 million. I mean the dot matrix score there is not very easy to read. So if they just left it as, you know, a regular pinball table, and to be quite frank, there is no reason why they couldn't have done that. It would have been okay. But why on earth did they think...
Visit the watchtower.
That is the watchtower that I've just been to. Why on earth they thought, oh no, it would be so much better if we bung in all of this... Right, this is the only side quest left to do. Save the people and defeat the vampire. Okay.
Defeat the vampire. Skill increased.
Bollocks, I fucking missed it.
Watch your health.
Trying to get a maximum... I don't know if I actually killed him or not there. Looked like I may have done. Also, from the sound of it, my health is low. Whatever fucking difference that makes. I mean, you know, it's you've lost a life when the ball goes down with, like that. You know, regardless of what my fucking health is. So, what's my score up to now? 24.3 million. I think this end is I think it's about my third best score I've ever had on this go, on this table. So of course it would send it straight out there, so it was a waste of that kickback that I had. Paying attention to the lights on the side drains. Alright, another million. That looked like it was going straight out. That. Oh, okay, so now it does. Alright, I've got ball save. Come on! For fuck's sake. So how do I rate it then? Well, like I said right at the start, I think graphics are fine. I think the layout of the table is fine. And the audio is fine. The problem I have is this utterly pointless, quite superfluous role-playing element that's been tacked onto it, and I do mean tacked on. It just does not seem like it was planned to be there from the start. I'm just under 1.5 million to get my best ever score. Bit late to get that one, I suppose, but
That Draugr warlord carries the Dragonstone. Defeat him! Defeat the Draugr!
oh fucking hell, I thought that was going out. So I'm doing a fair bit of damage to him. There we go.
Skill increased.
Don't you fucking dare.
The Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
So this is my all-time best score. So I only have a vague idea of how I'm doing it. The role-playing element just... See, it's needlessly confusing. But I mean, on this go, I haven't even bothered looking through like inventory or you know, the skills tree and all that other fucking guff, where the game comes to a grinding halt while you're doing all of that. And yet this is supposed to be pinball, which is supposed to be a fast-paced game, so it just does not work. If the table was just the table, then it wouldn't be too bad. I'd score it 7 out of 10. But with all of this RPG stuff,
Dragonborn. Try again in your next life.
It's
the dragon.
Not good. And it looks like I just scored another million there. Yeah, I did. Another million after losing my third life. Oh well. So anyway, yeah, because of the stupid tacked on RPG content, I'll score it 2 out of 10. It's not, you know, it's not diabolical. It's just, it's a stupid idea, and it has no business being in it, really. So yeah, if you do get this set, and I guess if you're a huge fan of Bethesda games and play this, then it's probably a set that you will want to get. You know, just play this like a regular pinball game. Ignore all of the RPG stuff in it. It's I think, quite pointless. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that is the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, 2 out of 10. But if the RPG stuff is left out, or you know, if you just don't bother with it, I'd give it 7 out of 10. Well, there you go. So that's that one. I haven't really got close to trying to explain this one very well. It's just stupidly complicated, you know. It's a fucking pinball game. So anyway, that's that one. Yeah, we'll see you when I've decided what table 13 is going to be.